Welcome everybody back to another live stream starring your favorite host, Just My Luck. I am super excited to be playing this game for you all today. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you for joining me live. If you're watching on YouTube right now, here we are. We're finally doing it. We're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. I have never played this game. I watched, like, I think it's like 10 plus years ago of PewDiePie playing this game. Ever since then, I have never watched. So whatever PewDiePie has played, that is what I've seen of this game. Other than that, I haven't seen anything. Plus, that was like 10 years ago, so I can't even remember what happens or anything like that. So I'm so excited to play this game. I've been wanting to play this game for like 10 plus years. It's crazy. Here we are. I can't believe we're about to do it. Let me get a swig of water. And let's just jump into it, man. I messed around with a couple of my settings. So we should just be able to just go. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Okay.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, is this me now? Oh, it is me. Okay. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What we got here? Number 1, dad. Okay. Okay. Someone's copying stuff. Can we go in any of these doors?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Dude, I'm just touching stuff.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a
What?
door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, no, no.
There's an achievement
I
for
couldn't
that?
just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants
Is it this
recognition.
door? Is it specifically this door?
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
You want 50? I'll give you 50.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
20 clicks in 417. 417. 20 clicks.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437, okay. Where the hell's 437? Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I was just going around touching stuff, and now I'm doing this. Except 415. Oh, here it is.
Now, back to door number 437.
I'm going. Oh, you can't jump. No jumping. 437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Okay, I can't jump. Okay, hold on. We can figure this out. We can figure this out.
Yes!
Ah!
This is great!
I did it.
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. Alright. 416.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
I love how excited he is. He's so excited to be doing it.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it!
Yeah!
Amazing.
Let's go!
You really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
We got another achievement for trying to jump, but I couldn't jump. Okay. Okay, now what? Okay. Where to next? Where to next?
When Stanley came to a set of 2
Oh,
open
right, okay.
doors, he
Serious.
entered the door on his left.
Okay, enter the door on my left. Okay. I am Stanley. This is my parable.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Meeting
Feeling a
room.
wave of
Did
disbelief,
not-
Stanley
Oh,
decided to
let's
go up
listen
to his
first.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, boss's office. Anyways, do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. What's a manager for? What? That makes sense, I guess. Meeting room 4XX group. Cabal planning. What? Eat bird. Pre-review. Office party. Is that today? What is this? Meeting schedule? Is an office party at 4? What time is it? Oh, that's on Friday. Today is Sunday? Oh, we don't work on Sundays, apparently. Maybe that's why no one's here. What is this? Future of yesterday, tomorrow's now. Targets, push funding of R&D, the new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Not cost efficient. Standardized graphs 40 times wide. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets of the topic of... Okay. Tomorrow complete today's unfinished agenda. Items right next day's agenda. Reflect. Okay. Just a bunch of graphs with a bunch of numbers. Bi-quarterly post review. Review. Teenagers. A lot of percent. Size of demographic. Space between the teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. 1. No more bins. Trash cans. Renaming of the ideas bin. Okay. Okay. Number of slides on the slides. Oh, no, I was reading that. Rate on which charts on the same slide depict the same information. What? Rate of increasing graphs per slide. Oh, oh. Please, no more charts. No, please, I'm begging you, stop. The boss appreciation minute. The top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill up the... Where is that? I love brown nosing. Solving interpersonal conflict. You ever find yourself in a conflict between other, like yourself? Oh my god, that's a lot of words. Oh, I couldn't read them all. What are your dreams for the future? Nature, talk radio, transcendent. So, less air, yes! That's my dreams of the future. Less air. Pollution, yes! Tips to not get fired. Talk less. Do unbelievable, amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception of promotion or recognition. Nice. Don't get fired. Yeah, that's a good way to not get fired. Don't get fired. How to solve a dispute with coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Talk it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Oh, okay. To do synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. Yes. That is on everyone's whiteboard. That is on everyone's whiteboard. We need to monetize free to play games, guys. Come on, more microtransactions, more boobalicious waifus. That's what we need. Get onto it. Stack. We'll make millions. Room closet. Hey, wait, wasn't Jeff or whatever his name is in here? Hello, Jeff.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Okay.
So he turned around and got back on track.
Okay. Was there really nothing?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Yeah.
No reason to still be here.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's down there, though? Like red. I guess we go up. Nope. This is a weird entrance for the boss's office. Executive bathroom. Ooh. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Oh, I could move with right click? That's weird. Extreme bathrooms. Yes. Okay. Anything to do in here? Anything to interact with? No? Okay. Receptionist, I'm here to see the boss. Is he ready for me?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Are we allowed to metagame? Can we metagame? This is nice. There's a camera there. Okay, what was it? 2845?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
It's so dark.
Sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh. Okay. This looks like a test chamber from Portal. That's what this is starting to look like. Anything back here? Hello? No, nothing back here? Okay. Yeah, this looks like a test portal for... A test chamber for Portal. Okay. Ooh, we're loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Interesting. Can we go back up? I'll just keep going. I'll keep going. We'll mess around later.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let's get the crap out of me. If light is on, call extension 914 immediately. Oh, the light's on. I need a phone. Escape. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I have the strength to find out? Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
427. I'm 427. There's my desk right there. Oh, it's my desk. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Probably. It's usually how it goes.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Oh, no.
His own life in someone else's control?
Right, no.
Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
Wasn't it?
Right.
Is it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What was me?
And here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
How was the con?
He
Oh, it was good.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There's buttons on the wall here. 1, 2. Is there a 3 and a 4? Yeah, con was good. We went today. Pretty much just did ceremonies and shops. My roommate ended up getting a couple cool, really cool statues. I was broke, so I was just kind of like with him. But we went to a panel. We talked to a band about how to start a band. That was pretty cool. Well, here's number 5. Really cool statues. Yeah, so it's one of Bakugo. Oh, here's number 3. One from Bakugo from My Hero. Another one was God, I cannot remember the name. Some kind of Thor character. Hold on, I'll get it. I'll get it. A large quantity of mason shards. No, no mason shards. This is one of the statues he ended up getting. He got a really good deal on this one. I don't know who this is. Guy. He looks cool. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember his name. It's like some version of Thor. Some version of Thor. And apparently he's that's Beta Ray Bill. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I don't know that one. Beta Ray Bill. So we got a statue of Beta Ray Bill, and then one of Bakugo. Console disabled. Is that 4 up there? I see buttons on the wall. They don't do anything. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Space Thor, basically. Ah, okay. There you go.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So I did get this from the Steam summer sale, but I didn't buy it for myself. My uncle actually bought it for me, Josh. Shout out to him. Been waiting to play this game for like ever now, so shout out to Josh. He's a real one. Off. Oh.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Okay.
Was it over?
Was it?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Let's go!
Freedom was mere moments away.
I can still move.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Right.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Yeah.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Right?
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Right, yeah.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Yes.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path.
Strange place to have a huge-ass building in the middle of
This was
nowhere.
exactly the way, right now.
I don't know what we were
things
thinking when we signed
meant
up for
to
this job.
happen. And Stanley was happy.
I am happy, I think. Do we do it? Is that it? Beat the game. Complete the Stanley Parable. Portal 2 logic for real. Yeah, that's definitely a portal. That's a portal ending for sure. Okay. So we're back here. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Yes.
he had simply missed a memo.
Right. Let's go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Got him.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
Right.
to admire it.
Right. That's what I wanted to do. Employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yes.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
This is a nice room. And $1.25 for soda? Can we just talk about that real quick? Like, that's fucking...
Yes.
Nice.
Really, really worth it being here in the room.
So, oh, it's an ad break.
A room so utterly captivating that even though
Ad starts
all
in
your
3 minutes.
coworkers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yes.
Really worth it.
It really is worth it. What are you talking about, narrator? Can I interact with anything? Can I touch any of this stuff? Can I sit on the...
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, because I'm a creep. Yeah, that makes sense. I just wanted a $1.25 drink. In this economy,
Stanley
I could...
sat around waiting for more dialogue.
Yes.
But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Ah. What message? Anyways, $1.25 for drinks. Let's go. Come on, game. Give it to me. Come on. Come on! Is he not going to say anything? That's it? Okay, moving on.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
Yes,
and
I
took
have.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
What else we got? Dr. P? 3 water buttons. I didn't even see what button. I just wanted $1.25 of anything. First open door on my left. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Need a key card for that one. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. But I'll be dead. Bill my spouse, I guess. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. So my death costs $6,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've got...
Geronimo!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay. Okay, we got an ad break coming up. I'm gonna wait for the ad break to end. 20 seconds. After the ad break ends, we'll continue going on. Because I don't want anyone to miss anything. Hey, the ad break's over. Yeah. I'm about to start Death Stranding, I think.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let's continue on.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Death
Perhaps he
Stranding,
had simply missed the
I
memo.
heard really good things about it. I've heard, a couple of my friends have played it, and I know the
Stanley
sequel's
came
coming
to a
out
set of 2 open
here
doors. This was
soon,
not the
or
correct
is
door to
already
the
out.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
But I haven't played it either.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
I heard it's really
admire
good
it.
though.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Psych. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, no plunging in my death this time.
Look,
Sequel
Stanley, I think
only on
perhaps we've
PlayStation right now.
gotten off
First
on
one
the
is
wrong
16 on the
foot
Steam
here.
sale. Ooh, that's pretty
I'm
good.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that
good.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that
Wait,
the
can I jump
story
down
has
there?
been about nothing but you all this time.
Wait, there's an open door down there.
There's someone
Wait.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
Danger.
convinced that I want
Danger
something
everywhere.
bad to happen to you?
Hey.
Well, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
No!
Stanley walked through the red door.
What do you think, chat? Do we trust him? Bro couldn't just stay on the platform. Blue door. Alright, blue door it is. Sorry, narrator. Chat says blue door.
Aha. Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm colorblind. What do you think, chat? Blue, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. Which way? Debated. What are we thinking? Reject that door. Go through a wall. I don't think I can. I'm not kitty pride. And this door requires a key card. Find a bucket. Find a bucket. Wait, is there a bucket in here? Oh, there's a bucket. Bucket? I stood on the bucket. Hold on. Oop. 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 Nope. Bucket is life. Alright, narrator. We'll play your game. We'll go through the red door. Red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Alright, just this
You
once.
see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time.
Really?
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Right.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Hold up.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Yes.
And I think I have a solution.
Okay.
Here, let me show you.
Okay. Ooh.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What the hell?
Here. Yes.
Whoa.
It's beautiful, isn't it? If
Whoa.
we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Yeah.
I actually feel happy.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, very beautiful. Very nice. I like this. Whoa! Whoa! Yo, I really wish I was on shrooms right now. I'd be tripping balls. How long does the show go on for? I'm curious. What did they put in that $1.25 soldier? Soda! Jesus Christ! Maybe I am high. I can't speak. What did they put in that $1.25 soda? I knew there was a catch. There's always a catch. $1.25 soda doesn't come. Soda. 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 Jesus Christ. As long as you let it. Really? This just goes on forever? Really? Alright, that's enough of that. I'm bored.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. He wasn't done.
Right. Where were we?
He wasn't done. Narrator wasn't done. Oh yeah, I don't give a shit. Alright. Alright.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Reset. All of this.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh yeah?
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump when you can't tell me otherwise. Ah!
No!
Ah, I'm alive.
Thank God you lived.
Ah, I broke a
I
leg.
worried there for a moment.
I broke a leg.
Now, can we please get back to the other room?
You know what, narrator? Yeah, you're right. Maybe we should go back.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can.
Really?
If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Stop moving. Okay. Not moving. Can you jump in there? No, I can't jump. There's no jump in the game. I can't walk off the edge either. And now it just seems to be repeating itself. Okay, no, I'm done. Alright, next!
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I'm gonna do it, narrator. Can't tell me otherwise.
No, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Give me money. Give me money and I won't do it. Ow!
Stanley, let's go back to the other
Oh, I'm
room.
limping so bad right now.
Can you do that for me?
No.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
What?
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You're literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Yes.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes. Ow.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
Hey,
I
Omni
guess it was too much to
with
ask.
the Prime.
Looks like you wanted to make a
Subscribe
choice
for 20
after
months.
all.
Let's go.
Well, this one is yours.
I don't even know what he said. I'm just gonna throw myself off the thing again. My legs are severely broken at this point. They're probably like pudding inside of like meat sacks or something. I don't know. Something gross.
Is it over?
It's over.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm going back.
Yes, you are. With me. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean?
Fully
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Fully
had simply
deny
missed
the
memo.
narrator. That's what we're gonna do this time. Fully deny him. Bucket is friends.
When
What do you
Stanley came to a
talking
set
about
of
a
two
bucket?
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime.
Fully
a work
deny
of
the
art.
narrator.
But eager to get back to business,
Shut
Stanley
up.
took the first open door on his left.
No! You can't make me.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. So we went down there, we
I think perhaps
died.
we've gotten
We
off
went
on the
in
wrong
there.
foot here.
Okay.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Really?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Okay.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it,
For
Stanley.
her.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? Ah!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No! No! You can't make me! No! No! Ah, God, it's gonna make me pick up the phone. Duh. Jeez, that was a flashbang. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
What?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
What the? Wait, what?
All right. Okay, there we go.
Wait,
All right, now,
what?
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay, what's going on?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Good morning, employee. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Him?
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures.
Ah, yes.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Like I always do.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Yes.
It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Ooh. TV.
And so he began to fantasize
No!
about his
My
injury.
TV!
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
You took my TV, you bastard!
Excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys. Hey, yo! Spend time with the boys! Oh.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press F to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Please press P to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press U to tell your wife you love her. I love you. Mwah.
But there is no answer.
No!
How could there possibly?
No!
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press M to go to sleep. Yes, yes, sleep. That's what I need.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I have to hit it. Nothing's gonna happen. Man.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Nope, can't
How
hear
can I
you.
tell him in a way
Now
that
I'm back
he'll
in this
understand
hellhole.
that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
You caved. Press B to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the
I
rules.
caved.
I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Just be a
I'll
good
try
run and
once
follow
more
the
to
directions.
convey all this to him. I'm
Okay.
compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Okay.
Maybe this
Okay.
time.
Don't cave.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Please die. Is that it? I just have like a heart attack and I'm dead. What the fuck? Oh, there's a phone ringing. Hold on.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
What? What? This guy doesn't even have a computer at his desk. It's just a pencil sharpener. Is his job sharpening pencils? Oh my god. What does this say? I just like work. I like work. I just hate my boss. Ah. Okay.
When
No
Stanley
pencil.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Okay.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to
I want
go
to check
up
out
to
the
his boss's
broom
office,
closet some
hoping
more.
he might- Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Broom closet win. Do I just sit in here? There's no buckets in here though. Okay. Do we just... Are we turning into that one guy? Let's just close the door. You know what? This is nice. Got a little like white noise from the light in here. Broom closet! Is this actually a win? Can I actually win by doing this? Just hiding in the broom closet? Well, I guess we're gonna be here for a minute. How we doing? How we doing, chat? I need something to drink. Grab a water. All right. We're so excited about the broom closet. There's nothing in here. I can open and close the door. There is something in here. It won't let me click on anything. Hello, Mr. Broom. Let's start giving objects names. So this wrench, we'll call you Wrenchy. Plutonium rope-looking thing, we'll call you Pluto. The duct tape we'll call the tapes. We'll call it the tapes. So we got Wrenchy, Pluto, the tapes. Is those wire cutters? What is this? What is this? Those wire cutters? They look like wire cutters. I can't tell. Oh, you're pipe wrench. We'll call you P Wrenchy. And we'll call you regular wrench, I think. No? There is something in here. I don't know what to do. I'm just opening and closing the door until something happens. Okay. Can't interact with... Chat says there's something in here. Can I can't interact with anything without the door! I don't get the point of this! At least I got you, broom. You could sweep away all my problems. Point? I guess there is no point. There's supposed to be a point to this game. We've already beat the game, so I guess we just exist. This is where we live. You tell me, Stanley. You know what? I live in this broom closet now. That's what it is. I live here. This is my house. I got everything I could need. Everything I could ever need. All the duct tape in the world. How will I ever need more than this duct tape? Ow. There's something in my eye. Ugh. How will I need anything more than this duct tape? If I need a toilet, it's right here. I can poop in the top, pee in the bottom. Perfect. Poop on the top, pee in the bottom. Hey, yo, my friend Logan's playing Power Wash Simulator. Shout out to Logan. I see you. I see you playing Power Wash Simulator. But you'll have to leave eventually. Why? Why? Where will I get my groceries? I told you I don't need groceries. I have tape. I have tape. I have duct tape. I have all the tape you would need. I have all the duct tape you would need. Where will I get my groceries? You're gonna eat the tapes? Very slowly. I'll start with the parents. They're the most popular pop group in this world. Oh, I thought of them as a family, but pop, Cannibal. I'm not a roll of tape. Am I? Am I a roll of tape? Am I one of the tapes? Oh my god, that's why I live here. I'm one of the tapes. Oh my god, I could never now. I'm one of you guys. What's our most famous song? I'll learn it quick. I swear. I'm a really good singer. Ask anybody. Side B. Side B of what? Alright. Alright, I think that's enough broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. I walked downstairs. What is this? I can't see that far. Hi-ya!
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Right.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
None of it.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
What?
Were they simply repeating?
Were
No,
they?
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Ah!
he yelled.
Yes, it's
This
a dream.
is all a dream.
It's all a dream.
Oh, what a relief
It's all a
Stanley
dream.
felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His
Finally.
co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Right.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yes.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh!
Then
Whoa!
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Whoa.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh, okay.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Yes.
I wish it to be over.
Yes.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
I am normal.
Everything will be fine.
Yes.
I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Help!
I have a
Help
boss.
me!
I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
How many of these endings just end up with me just dying? Just fucking dying.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's go, broom closet again. Let's go, broom closet again.
Two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Broom closet. Now there's like noises and stuff coming from the windows.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
broom
wave
closet.
of disbelief,
No!
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, let me in! Oh my god. Alright, we'll do it your way.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. What was it, 2845?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nope.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Hey!
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yes. Alright. So now we go down. Now, the thing is when we go down, and I turned around, the light lit up the last time I was down here. So I'm gonna try and go back up. What happens when I go back up?
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I just keep going up and down the elevator. Okay, now we're back here.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
Right.
It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Dude, I fucking love this.
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Alright, now we're gonna go back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
10 out of 10, dude. Alright, now we go back up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I'm crying. Oh my god, this is too funny. Oh my god. Back into the boss's office.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process. All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay. Master Stanley of an immense storytelling says we should type in... Alright, that didn't do anything. Okay, how about... No, that didn't do anything. Okay, how about... No? Okay, I'm all out of ideas. Alright, I guess we're going back down... Wait, can we go out the door? No, we can't. Okay, back down the elevator. You listening to me, narrator? We're going back down the elevator.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Yes.
How did I not anticipate it?
How could you?
Sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Correct.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is.
Hey.
A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling.
Look at
Often
that.
stale and repetitive.
What can I say? We went down the elevator, we went back up the elevator, then we went down the elevator, and now we went back up the elevator again. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go right back up. Oh, he didn't say anything this time.
You know what?
Oh.
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
Yes.
But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
Yes.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting.
So fleeting.
Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know,
Yes.
Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Yes.
But where's the tension?
Explosions,
Where's
Michael
the
Bay
trust
style. I
in the
love it.
audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
Yes.
To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley.
Yes.
What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you.
Thank you.
You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over.
Yes.
Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley.
Me too.
I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to.
Right.
We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive.
Now you're getting
That's
it,
why
narrator.
people like you so much, Stanley.
Thank you.
Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People
Thank
look
you.
up to you.
I know.
Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
Really?
So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
Okay, is it in the
Yes,
meeting
I know
room?
you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning.
Okay,
they
cool.
really look up to you, Stanley.
I know.
I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is
not
the
yet.
kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Hell yes. Let's go.
Okay,
All right.
The room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Let's go. Let's go. We made it, guys. All right. Here we go. Here we go. We made it, guys. We did it.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
What's through this door? Nothing? Okay. The Stanley Parable Stanley tonight live on stage. Yes. Okay. To stage.
Right. Are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Thank you.
Okay. It looks like they're ready for you.
All right.
Go get them.
All right, here we go. All right. All right, I'm ready. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Hey, I see. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. Thank you. You're all too kind. Oh, phone's ringing.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today.
Okay.
We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Okay. So my wife's cheating on me. Because this isn't my desk. This isn't my desk. Bruh. New content? Do we go down here? Nah, I don't think we're done with the base game, right? We don't go down the new we don't go down the new content, right? We don't do that yet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Nope.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Okay.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
Okay.
admire it.
So we're gonna
Standing
ignore
around in
him.
this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business.
then we're gonna take the left
Stanley
here.
took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
And then we go
got
down.
back on track.
Okay. We ignored him.
But
Listened to
Stanley
him.
didn't want to go back to the office.
No.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, whoa,
no,
sorry.
it's to the right, my mistake.
Oh, all good. All good. Understandable.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yes. Take your time.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
Awesome.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Awesome. Okay. Whoa.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet.
I remember
This
this.
is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Yeah.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
What? No.
Okay, from the top.
No. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Okay.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait. Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Yes.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I
No.
asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Can we go this way? I want to go this way. Okay. I guess we go this way. Is it in the corner of the room over here? Is it over here? Or is it over here? Is it through these doors? Is it through this door? Maybe. Ah, maybe.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
What?
promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Maybe.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. Third time's the charm, whatever time this is. Let's go. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. And now there's no doors.
Yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. What the hell?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall,
It's
but
something.
I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Nope.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I did
You
it!
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about that.
I
at
do.
all.
What? No,
We
don't
both
steal
know
that from
you
me.
didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Oh, come
Some
on.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What?
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay, restart again. Hey.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. Follow the line. Follow the line. Follow the line. Follow the line.
See? The line knows where the story is.
Yes.
It's over in this direction. Onward,
Yes.
Stanley, to destiny. Though,
Yes.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Correct.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Hey, now we're talking.
out the music.
What?
Go back and look at that fern.
Ooh.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Studying the fern. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna count all the leaves. Hold up. Got it. Easy. Okay. The line, yes. 624.
Wait, we're back at the office?
Wait, what?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
624. Hey!
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Yay! Alright, Line, do your thing.
You know what, Stanley?
What?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Right.
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Well, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I was nominated for... What was it? Storytelling? I'm like the greatest storyteller ever. All we have to do is do the same thing over and over again. Millions of dollars. And when people get tired of it.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Yes.
What do you want our story to be?
Dinosaurs. No, mechs.
Use your imagination.
Mechs.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
All right, I want to do mechs fighting dinosaurs, or dinosaur mechs fighting other dinosaur mechs with Power Rangers.
Oh,
and...
no, not you again.
Oh, hey.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Okay.
No lines or monitor rooms.
Okay.
Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Okay. Why is it TM? Why is it trademarked? Well, it goes in the roof. I can't follow it anyways. Okay. Oh, hey.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Awesome.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Confusion.
Confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
I die again? Come on!
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I
Right.
won't do it.
All right.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Hear me out. What if
So,
we restart?
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the
Cinema.
destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Scared the crap out of me. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, not yet. I'm still discovering new stuff.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is such bullshit.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to go back in the broom closet. The tapes.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
Oh no, I already done this one. Begin the game again. Rip.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New. Hey. Wait a minute.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That looked different. That looked different. I just want to go in the broom closet.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Bro!
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might coming to a
Won't let
staircase.
me.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoa. Yo. Yo, where does this go? Oh shit, elevator music. I want more maracas. Give me more maracas. More maracas! Marcus, I can't hear you! Some shit. More maracas! Ooh. Wow, 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 wow. I want this to like evolve into some kind of like some like techno, so like, you know. Hey, hey, hey. 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 Get it, narrator. Alright. Oh, I just had to hit another button? No way. No. No way. We're back at it. Okay, here we go. Alright. That's what we call that. Now that should be a game. It should be called Elevator Simulator. But that's a game I would play, obviously. Anything? Hello? Executive bathroom. Anything in here? Anything new in here? No? Oh, hey. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Alright.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh,
yes.
Hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. We're back at it. We're back at it again. With the white vans this time. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Damn, that sucks.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yep.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I laugh in the face of death. Yep. Here we go. Oh, whoa.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Yes.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
No regrets.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Huh?
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. I have those doors in my same office. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Ooh. Nice. I like that. The two doors. A set of two doors opens in the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged in the extension of the expression. Oh, okay. Filing cabinets, nice. Corridor. Get right, the corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in good time. Stanley's computer. Nature paintings, yes, yes, yes. Office layout, the blueprint shows. Office for the game, the path was two doors. The first part of the game was built. Section has been added, altered throughout development. Okay. Office computers. Hey, someone's playing solitaire. Wait, I can turn them off? I didn't know you could turn them off. Credits. Stanley Parable credits. Written and designed by Davey Rendon and William Pugh. Developed by Crows. Kevin Brighting as the narrator. I guess we go this way. The office. Maintenance room. Early maintenance room. A copier, nice. Okay. I do want to come back to this and check out the other side too. Ultra Deluxe announcements in December 2018. An announcement. We announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable as the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made in the announcement of the game's delay. Okay. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in the battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. That actually sounds like a really cool ending. Man. Narrator emails. After the second trailer was sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here is a selection of those emails. From James, love the game. Greetings, omnipotent voice. I would like to tell you this in as much as like small badger and swim trunks. Oh my god, that is a lot. The lounge. The apartment timer. In the previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh! I would have gotten that. Cargo lift. And the offer the choice of staying or jumping on the different. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of player falling to their death. Maintenance layout. Flow the hallways following the first doors was important to get right since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Huh. Okay. This is actually pretty cool. What is this? Zending levers. These levers were originally a part of the zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. Oh, can't use them now. Zending models. The zending went through many iterations. Remember, since the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon it again shortly before launch. I don't get it. Game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game option. Oh, skip it. Okay. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of. Cool. I'm really liking this, like, behind the scenes stuff. I wonder if any of this is true, or if this is just kind of, like, messing with me. Zending. This screenshot depicts another version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Ah. Man, there's a lot. Freedom. Ending. Countdown desks. One of the desks from the early version of the countdown ending? Go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. Okay. Freedom ending. What the hell's that? There's so much stuff. I'm loving this. Lounge. Underground. What the hell's this? Narrator outtakes.
Stanley jumped in the river.
Kevin Brighton, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the
Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding.
They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button
Of course,
pushing.
you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here. Then he pushed the number 8. Stanley walked over the bridge. Stanley pushed the orange lever.
Okay. That was a lot. Okay. What's over this way? Oh, we back here? Okay. So this is the area that I wanted to come back to and check out. So that's where that leads. And then we come up here. And then... Well. Okay. That seems like an exit. I think we already checked all this out, didn't we? Yes. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first one created in November 2011, the second March 2012, and the third on February 2013. Very nice. Alright, and I think we're done, right?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Ah! Ah! I did it. I did it.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Yes.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Yes.
Just a matter of time.
Time. Time is relative. No, I'm not done. I know there's more.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I have to think about this. We've gone to the right. So... So I
This
think
was not the correct way to the meeting
we
room,
deny
and
him?
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
so. Deny him.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply,
This is new.
madly love.
I mean, I love the $1.25 sodas.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yes.
Really worth it.
So worth it. So absolutely unambiguously worth it.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room
Ah,
was
okay,
creepy,
okay.
and reflected that
Okay.
at last he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
Okay,
walked
we've been
straight
down
ahead
there.
to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay. And now can we go back? This way? No. We can't. Okay. So now we're back on track.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Okay.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Dude, why
decided
can't
to go
I...
up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. The door's already open.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. Okay. There's a couple roads I haven't been down.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We've been down that way. So if we go in here, click this button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh!
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the... Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome!
Huh?
You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content. Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
Hey.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Hey. Hey.
Jumped on the
Hey.
catwalk.
Hey.
You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to
Hey.
be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier.
Hey.
Chase your dreams. The railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good job,
You did it. Good job, you did it. Hey. Nice. And that's it.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Wait, I did something. Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what is this? I found out you could turn off the computers, so that's what I'm doing. And now there's like something. No.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Listen, I'm trying to figure out something, alright? You shut your mouth. What is this? Input received. Input received.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
Yeah, I did.
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Correct.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
No.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5.
That's not what I want to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want to figure this out. Now it's on this one.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Where is it? No, this locks me out. Hold on. Which computer is it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe there's a... Maybe it's somewhere else?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What? Dude, I want to know. I'm looking for computers.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh! I found it again.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
I'm doing something. Oh! What'd I do? What? Oh my god, it's just a button. It's just a bunch of buttons. I gotta press all the buttons. Oh my god, did they turn back on? Is that all this is? I just hit buttons? That's awesome.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know how many more endings there are, but I'm gonna,
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
dude, it
Stanley
really won't let me
decided
back
to
in
go
the
up
broom
to his
closet.
boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm surprised this isn't anything. I'm surprised this isn't an ending. Because I was in this elevator for like ever. What if I do up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, exit? No? Okay. Konami code.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. What else can we do? I guess I could turn on the mind control. I haven't done that before. Turn on the mind control? That could be the next thing we try.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his
Alright, we're gonna
entire
turn on
life
the mind
utterly
control
blind
and see
to
what
the
happens.
world? But here was the proof.
Oh yeah,
Part of the operation.
there's this room with like
Controls labeled with emotions.
these like
sad,
numbered
or
buttons
content.
everywhere.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
There's 1, 2,
For he would dismantle
3
the controls
is
once
over
and for
there.
all.
I'm guessing 4 is up there, and this is 5. So we're gonna turn it on because we turned it off last time, and then the door opens, and then we're free. Okay.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
Yes.
what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Yeah.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh shit.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's
What do I
your
do?
story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
What do I do?
This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little
do I do?
time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
What do I do?
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come
Activate
up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
No.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I
Wait,
want to destroy
red,
it
pink?
first, so you can't.
Where's pink? Red,
Take a look
pink.
at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
Aw, man.
Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me,
Wait, I think I was onto
will be
something.
laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
I was onto something. No. I was onto something. I was onto something.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The hints were
As
telling
he
me
came
what
to a
buttons
set
to
of two
hit.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I might have to write down the code.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
He
decided
seriously
to
won't
go
let me in
up
that
to
broom
his
closet
boss's
anymore.
office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Hold on. I was onto something. My head is so itchy, bruh! God.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Come on.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Come on.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Hold on. You just wait, narrator.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would
Boom.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did you.
After
I
they
did.
kept
Fuck you.
Enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
Hi, baby.
Turn the controls off and leave.
Live stream right
If
now.
you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think
Yeah,
you do. For
I
example,
keep you on the
and
phone
I
until
believe
you
you'll
get your
find
car.
this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Okay.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
I appreciate it. Thank you,
nuclear
baby.
detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until
All good.
detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where.
I love you.
to
Be safe.
start.
Get home.
I love you too.
What's
Bye.
that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Okay.
A moment
3
of solace
blue.
before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I
3
erased
blue.
them. I
Where's
turned
the
off
blue
the machine.
button?
I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance.
Activate
of the
button
story.
hint equals
Sometimes
dark
when
blue
I tell it,
1.
I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
Activate
Watching you
backup
try to
power.
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you
4
just assume
orange?
when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you, running from button to
4.
button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this
Orange?
big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
What?
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer?
1.
How many times will
2.
you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching
3.
the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley
4.
died again.
And then
And
5.
Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke.
What?
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in.
God, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. What was I doing wrong?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
It's correct. Yes.
Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
I hit Y. There has to be a way to turn
When
it
Stanley
off.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Does anyone know how to turn off the machine? Or what I'm
Yet
supposed to
there
do?
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Does anyone
walked
know how to
upstairs to his boss's office.
Turn off the nuclear explosion.
Here's the door, just go.
I don't know how to turn off the machine. I tried reading the computers, but they didn't seem to help me. And then I hit the buttons.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I hit buttons 1 through 5, and nothing still happens. So I don't know what I don't know.
The lights rose on an enormous room
tried
packed
doing-
with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I tried doing the number and then the color button. That didn't work either.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
So I don't
Each
know-
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
What do I need to
individuals
do?
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too
I'm gonna try and do
horrible
it
to
one more
believe it
time by
couldn't be
myself.
true.
If it doesn't
Stanley
work,
really been under someone's
think I'm gonna look it
control
up.
all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Has to be a way. So obviously you have to turn this on first, and then you can interact with the stuff in that room. Question is, what do you do after that?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
5.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand.
I'm gonna try 5, 4, 3,
there's
2,
only
1.
so much that machine can do. You were supposed
That's what I'm doing.
go, turn the
5, 4, 3, 2,
controls
1.
off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments
4.
until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
And then
Where
3
were
is over
they?
here.
What all this means. I barely know where to start.
3.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
2.
All right, I'm in a good
1.
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely
And
in
it worked.
this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there
Button
in your
hint.
office forever,
Activate
pushing
button
buttons
hints.
endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
1,
These are
2.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen.
Has something to do with these
clicking on
buttons.
every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No, I don't!
But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. Take a look at
No!
this, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same.
Oh! Wow. You can't disable the timer. You can't disable the timer. It was all.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, you got me, game. Alright, new content.
Oh, new content?
Yes.
What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. We're gonna find out together.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yes.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I'm gonna give it to you, narrator. The jump
All right.
circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
You can only jump while you're in the circle. Okay. That's cool. I guess.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator.
Okay.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more.
Oh.
Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
That's it?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault.
It's called
Stanley.
X now.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
No gimmicks.
Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Alright. This isn't my office. Okay.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Mom always told me to stay away from disembodied voices that were coming from the vent, so I'm gonna pass.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He said you're a dork anyway, so who cares? You gonna let me in my broom closet or
Yet
what?
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
No.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There's nothing new here, is there? There's nothing new, hold on. Okay.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you
Hi, baby.
something. Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got
Yeah.
me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Don't forget the Stanley Parable. No, never.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Very peaceful. I'd actually like to own a cabin like this one day, honestly. Cabin like this is pretty nice. Smile because it happened. Trip down memory lane. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. So it's impossible to get this achievement. New video game releasing today. Oh hey, that's the one where we freak out and die.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh hey, that's Portal. That's not even the Stanley Parable. The cake is a lie. And that's Minecraft. That's not even Stanley Parable. That's fucking Minecraft. What's down here? No? Okay, I don't know why you would put that there, but yeah, sure. Got a bunch of buttons on display. Can't press any of them. Game sucks. Can't press all the buttons. What is that? Your number is 29? I don't even know what is that?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
This is actually kind of clinical, huh?
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
The serious room. Yeah, I don't know what other choices I could make in the base game.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Well, what's down here is $1.25 fucking sodas that I still can't grab. Game sucks.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even
Steam
imagine
reviews.
what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Awesome. I've been actually thinking about that. I was like, can I skip some of this dialogue?
Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time, everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. Got the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices.
Oh, it's just on a loop
and therefore, by becoming it.
It's on a loop.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
A manifesto.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Okay.
So my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite?
I'm just trying to follow.
It could in fact be both of these things at once. that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition.
A mouthfeel.
Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations. All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
I bet this just goes on forever now. Alright, skip.
Treatise, manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what cooking... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, the plant's dead now.
Goodness, I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
No.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but
skip.
regret.
Hello? The clock is broken and the AC is about to go out. It's like rusted or something. Oh, well, that's annoying.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising
And
heart.
skip. I hear a leak. Is there a leak now? We developed a leak. And skip.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
He's going crazy now. Oh, that leak's getting real bad. Hey, narrator, we should get someone on this leak. So, like... Oh, yeah, it'll do that. What the hell is going on outside? Oh, shit. What the hell? Oh! And now it's all gone again? Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh! Oh, shit. I'm guessing I just walk off into the distance. I joined the mirages. Goodbye, building. Goodbye, narrator. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, world. And we're back. Okay.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. I gotta get to bed. Yeah, I don't know how much this game I've played, or how little of this game I've played, or what. I don't know. I'm gonna be playing some more, but I have to get to bed because I have stuff to do tomorrow. Thanks for everyone who's dropped by and watched me play the game. I'm definitely gonna be playing this again. I've enjoyed 3 hours of this. We've been playing for 3 hours straight. I've loved every minute. It's hilarious. I'm curious on what endings I don't have from the base game. I know if once we get into like the new, like the ultra deluxe content, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, I'm curious on how much of the base game I'm missing. Like what, because there's not, when you really think about it, there's not a whole lot of choices, because I played stuff like Detroit Become Human, you know, the Telltale games. Like when you break down the paths, like there's not really a whole lot. I think I'm maybe if I had to take a guess from the base game, I'm missing like maybe 2 endings. I think I like to think I'm missing like 2 endings, and then I don't know how many are in the ultra deluxe itself. So yeah, other than that, hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see us do this more, go ahead and subscribe with Prime, because it is absolutely free, and you can watch it with no ads on twitch.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future content on YouTube. Have a good rest of the day. Like I always say, stay lucky, friends. Peace. I'm out of here.